Hotep, and welcome. Kemetic Legacy Today. Kemetic Legacy Today. Life, health, and strength to you all. Kemetic Legacy Today. Hotep. Kemetic Legacy Today.
That was incredible.
You're about to hurt us, aren't you?
This is going to heal you, that's all.
Woo!
Wonderful. For those of you who have just tuned in, welcome to Kemetic Legacy Today, your journal of ancient African, ancient Egyptian spirituality and history. My name is Nfurka Ma'at.
And my name is Jabari Osaze, also known as Heru Jeden Ma'at Atenra. We're really pleased today because not only did we get to be on set with one of our good friends and probably one of the foremost Kemetic legacy adherents in the United States. But in addition to that, he is, I would say, the world's foremost expert on Kemetic Yoga. And so it's just rare to be able to have someone with this much experience on our show. So we're just pleased to be able to have you. So
I'm thankful to be here.
and I didn't even say his name. This is Yirser Hotep. And I always think that he is the person that we didn't realize that we were connected to until we had actually traveled to Egypt and realized that we had a brother in the Midwest because he's from Chicago. And so it feels like we've known him forever. So we wish someone to say thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yes.
And so we saw some of the poses you were doing. Can you tell us briefly about what you were doing?
Most of what I was doing were exclusively ancient Kemetic postures and movements, and they didn't use the word yoga, but essentially they did practices that are the equivalent of what you would call yoga.
Right.
So it involved movements, breathing, focusing on breath, and allowing the breath to cultivate life force and energy and move and circulate that through the body.
Wonderful.
And it's all designed to heal yourself, to relieve stress, to improve your mind, improve all areas of your body, and to connect you with the divine.
Wow.
We are really pleased to be able to also have an opportunity for you to do an on-air demonstration, folks. He's going to be doing essentially a brief Kemetic Yoga class here with our studio audience who is here with us. And
Yeah, so welcome to our audience.
I'm really excited about that too. And then we'll get a chance to interview you too, right? To hear more about who you are, because I know some people are like, well, you started the show with this gentleman. Who is he? So we're going to definitely get a chance to talk to you about that too.
Okay.
And a special treat, I'm actually going to participate in the yoga class. So, but for once, you'll get to see the host actually get involved in some of the activities.
And some of you are thinking, well, that means Jabari was a punk, right? That's what you were thinking. But I'm going to be on camera. I'm going to be on camera.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be on
right.
camera,
He was
so.
afraid.
So we'll do that. So with that, I think we'll just get right into it.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay,
All right
good.
now. Hotep.
Heads up.
Hotep. Okay, everybody, we're going to start with our yoga practice, and we're going to be doing some Kemetic yoga. And what I want you to do is to try to focus on your breathing. Every movement, every posture that we do should be done in coordination with your breath. That means that when you're going into the stretching part of your movement, you're not really trying to stretch your muscles. You're really trying to release and relax your body into the position by controlling your breath. Okay? So we're going to start off doing what's called the Sesh pose, or what's also called the easy pose. With the legs crossed, you want to sit with your back straight. So I want you to try to get all the way up onto your sit bone so that you're lifting up your chest, lower your shoulders, and you want your spine to be straight. Okay? So sit up this way more, sweetie. There you go. Good. Lift your chest, lower your shoulders. You want your spine to be completely straight, and you want to take your right index finger, put it right into your navel, and then put your hand right below your navel, and hold your hands here. This area is where you're going to breathe from. So when you breathe in through your nose, you're going to feel your stomach or your abdomen expand outward. When you breathe out through your nose, you're going to feel your abdomen go inward. So you're breathing from the abdomen as opposed to breathing from the chest. Okay? So when you breathe in, you want to feel the air slowly coming into your nostrils, causing your abdomen to expand. Now slowly exhale. Now this time, just exhale through your mouth like, and try to squeeze the air out of your lungs. Then breathe in again, let your stomach expand. Hold the breath in, let your mouth open, and then slowly exhale through your mouth. One more time, breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Now it's just a simple cleansing breath. You should be able to feel the change in your body just from doing it just a few little times. Now what I want you to do is to take your right hand, place it underneath your left knee, the other left. Put your left hand underneath your right hand. Now your breathing is going to be done through your nose now. So we're going to keep the mouth closed. We're going to place the tongue, the tip of the tongue at the roof of the mouth. And we're going to breathe in and out slowly through your nose. We're going to go into this pose, which is called the Sesh pose. You're going to breathe in through your nose. Hold your breath in. Slowly exhale and lower your chest down towards your thigh. Put your head down to your knee. Take your arms and wrap them around your leg. And I want you to breathe in slowly and breathe out slowly. As you exhale, try to relax your shoulders. Try to relax your neck muscles. Try to relax your ankles. Relax your knees. Put your mind into your hips and let your hip muscles relax. And I want you to breathe in real slow and breathe out real slow. Now breathe in and rise up. So as you inhale, your arms come up with your body. You're going to turn to your right and place your hands underneath your right knee. Next, you breathe in through your nose. And as you exhale, lead with your chest, keeping your hips, your knees, and your ankles relaxed. Try to bring your chest down towards your thigh, your chin over your knee. Let your arms come around your leg and sort of hug your leg. And you try to bring your chest in contact with your thigh. So you want to breathe in first. And then as you exhale, release resistance throughout your body, out of your neck and your shoulders. Release your knee. And you're not trying to force your body to go into the pose. You only want to go as far as you can go comfortably. Let go of your leg. And I want you to breathe in. When your whole body come up, your arms come up with your body. Arms up above the head. As you breathe in, hold the breath. And then slowly exhale and place your hands underneath your knees. So you're going to place your hands around your knees. You breathe in and lift your chest. Try to keep your bottom on the ground. Slowly exhale, bending from your waist, releasing resistance from your body. Relax your ankles, your knees, your hips. Take your arms and extend them forward as you breathe in. As you exhale, put your hands down to the floor. Put your chin down towards your chest. And relax out of your neck and your shoulders. And breathe in slowly. And breathe out slowly. And as you breathe in, feel your body rise. Let the inhalation of your breath lift your body. Feel your body float up. Put your thumb and forefingers together. And put your wrists to your knees as you exhale and let your eyes close. And I want you to keep your eyes closed. Keep your lips together. Place the tip of your tongue towards the roof of your mouth. And I want you to breathe in and out slowly through your nose. And try to feel the changes that have taken place within your breathing, within the level of relaxation throughout your body. You should notice that your mind is a little bit more clear. You can feel the air along the walls of your nostrils as you breathe in. You're going to feel the air having become warmer along the walls of your nostrils as you breathe out. Now we're going to uncross the legs. And we're going to bring the legs straight and stretch your toes. We're going to work on the toes a little bit. We're going to have full mobility and flexibility of the toes. So I want you to come onto your hands and knees. You're going to put your thighs together, and I want you to bend your toes underneath your feet. So both of your feet are going to come together like this, touching each other, and you're going to sit down onto your heels. Now, if it's uncomfortable, you can put your hands here and try to control the weight and gradually let your weight come up, so as you practice over time, you'll be able to get your weight there. So with your hands resting upon your thighs, this is another variation of the Sesh pose. The word Sesh means scribe. And this is the pose that the ancient ancestors in ancient Kemet would sit in this position. And this was one of the positions that they sat in when they would write, the Vadu Nature. So this is one of the positions they sat in, and they sat in this position because it stimulated the reflexology points in the feet that corresponds to from the throat all the way up to the crown of the head, which allows you to have a higher level of consciousness, a high level of concentration and focus. So it's very important that if your feet are not comfortable, that you continue to practice until you become comfortable. Now I want you to breathe in, let your arms come up. Breathe out and put your hands to the floor, and you're going to lift your feet and stretch your toes back and forth. For every pose that we do, there's an antidote. So that means there's an opposite position that you do to keep your body balanced. So point your feet and put your insteps to the floor. Put the top of your feet to the floor. Put your hands next to your legs, and you're going to sit down on your ankles and let your top of your feet get flat against the floor. And again, if you have problems with your knees, you have a lot of discomfort in your ankles, you just want to use your hands and just put as much pressure as you can stand, and then hold it for as long as you can. But while you're holding it, you're focusing on your breathing. You want your mind to stay clear, and you're breathing in slowly, breathing out slowly. Now when you come out, you want to come out with control. You inhale and let your inhalation of your breath raise your arms. You can feel the energy. Raise your arms up. When you exhale, your hands come down, you come forward. And we're going to come off the legs. Bring the legs out in front. Bring your feet out in front. And we stretch the toes back and forth. You want your toes to be like little fingers. They should be able to have full mobility, a lot of flexibility. Okay? Shake your knees out. Now, with your feet together, I want you to point and feel the stretch all the way through your shin muscle, all the way to the tip of your toes. And then separate your feet in opposite directions, keeping them pointed. Now flex your toes back towards you as you bring your feet together. Hold it here and feel that stretch in the back of your leg. You should be able to lift one leg up because you're using your muscles, okay? Keep that contraction going. And then you point, separate, toes back and together. Now reverse it. Separate your feet. Point and bring them together. Toes back, separate, point, and together. Okay? And that's what you do when you get finished sitting on the toes. That's your antidote. That restores your energy back into your feet and makes them feel better after you challenge them with those postures. So from here, we're going to come up to a standing position. We're going to work on our next pose, which is called the Tekken. The word Tekken is the same as the Tekken is a structure that you see in ancient Kemet that has been adopted by the Western world, which they call the obelisk. So the thing they have in Washington, D.C. called the Washington Monument, that's an ancient Kemetic symbol called the Tekken that represents the uniting of the earth with the heavens, the earth with the sky. To do that pose, it opens up certain muscles, certain energy centers in the body, opens up your respiratory system. We're going to take the arms and extend your arms straight down next to your body. Make sure your feet are together. And you're going to rotate your arms out to the side. So make sure you don't hit your neighbor. And so you rotate out from the shoulders and you lift your arms as you breathe in. Your arms come up about 3/4 of the way. And then as you exhale, you bring your hands together. And it's like you're trying to squeeze your head in between your arms. You got to challenge yourself. Reach. Pretend you got a $50 bill up there at the tip of your fingers. You got to reach and get the money. Reach all the way up. Keep your eyes, your head looking straight ahead. Now when you breathe in, lift your head up. And when you exhale, release your neck and let your hair go all the way back. And so relax the back of your neck. Now after you release your head back, release your neck, let your hair go all the way back. And then when you breathe in, you bring your head up straight. Bring the back of your hands together. And I want you to slowly exhale and reach out. And it's like a fan of energy opening up and surrounding your body. Now breathe in again through your nose. Feet together. And as you exhale, I want you to shift your hips back and bend your body forward. So go forward. Let your chin come all the way down to your chest. Release your neck and shoulders. Relax your neck. Doesn't make any difference how far you can go. Just go down as far as you can go comfortably. Then I want you to bend your knees. For those who need to, bend your knees and let your knuckles touch the floor. So keep your toes together. Let your knuckles touch the floor. Let your chin come all the way down to your chest. So you're going to release any tension out of your neck and your shoulders. Chin all the way down towards the chest. Breathe. Hold it there. Inhale. Exhale. Back and grasp your ankles from behind. So as you breathe in, grab your ankles and bend your knees enough to get your chest to your thighs as you exhale. So your chest comes down to your thighs, your chin to your knees. Release your ankles, put your hands into a pyramid shape, and put your hands flat on the floor, making a pyramid shape. This is going to help to open up your shoulders, your ribs, and your spine. Release your neck all the way down. Let go in the neck. All that tension releasing. Okay? Now let your legs straighten. Are you okay? And then inhale and let your body rise. So you breathe in, you feel your body rising up. Once your back is straight, focus your eyes and look straight ahead. And then slowly exhale, let your knees bend, let your pelvis tuck, let your weight sink to the bottom of your feet. Then I want you to sort of empty your shoulders like this. Let your arms swing from side to side. Let everything loosen up and leave out all the tension, leave out of your body. Okay? And then come back into your preparation stance. 2 big toes are touching. Heels are slightly separated. Project your arms straight down. This is called Kemetic palm. That means your hands are making this position straight down next to your body. You're going to rotate your arm out from the shoulder joint. So both arms turn all the way out away from you. Your inhalation lifts your arms up about 3/4 of the way. Your exhalation brings your hands together as you release in these muscles here, as you open up your ribs and reach all the way. Challenge yourself. Breathe in, lift your head up. Breathe out, release your neck all the way back. Let go of all the tension out of your neck. Open up your throat. Open up the throat chakra. The throat chakra is ruled by Hotep. Releasing. Breathe in and bring your head up straight. Keep your hands straight up. Bring the back of your hands together. Now slowly exhale. I want you to be able to feel the energy moving through your body as you exhale. It's like a fan of energy, a circle of energy surrounding your body as you exhale all the way down to the side. You breathe in, you let your legs straighten, shifting your hips back and bending your body forward. So now you're connecting the heavens with the earth as you come all the way down, connecting Nut with Geb, representing the earth. Bend your knees a little bit. Let your knuckles rest comfortably against the ground, against the floor. Breathe in and reach back and grasp your lower leg right above your ankle. As you exhale, pull your chest flat to your thighs, your chin to your knees. Take your hands into a pyramid shape as you breathe in. Put your hands flat to the floor as you exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let your legs straighten. Inhale yourself up, rising all the way up in one breath, one inhalation. And then exhale. From here, we're going to go straight into the next pose, which is the pose of Asar. Right palm comes in front of your chest, not touching your chest. Left hand onto the back of your right, your thumbs touching, making a pyramid shape. Breathe in through your nose. Slowly turn your upper body to your left, isolating the upper body from the lower body. Turn it all the way in profile. Keep your hands centered in front of your chest. Breathe in through your nose. Slowly turn your head and look to the right, look to the front as you exhale. Looking towards your right shoulder. Open up the neck, keeping the neck straight. Breathe in and turn your head, bring your chin over your chest. As you exhale, you're going to look in the opposite direction. Release your neck, feel that energy opening up, going into the brain. Line up your chin with your chest again now. Now breathe in and turn your body back to the front, and then exhale. Breathe in. Slowly turn to your right as you exhale. Breathe in. Slowly turn your head to your left as you exhale. Open up your neck, open up your shoulders, releasing all resistance from your spine. As you inhale, you turn your head, bring your chin over your chest. As you exhale, turn and look to your right. Open up your neck in the opposite direction. Now line up your chin even with your chest. And then use your inhalation to turn your body back to the front. And then slowly exhale. And as you inhale, you raise your arms up. As you exhale, we're going to open the arms. Now you're going to feel like a circle of energy expanding between your left hand and your right hand, surrounding your body. This is called the pose of Selket. And Selket represents protection. She wears a scorpion on the top of her head. And she protects the organs of the body. So as you hold your hands here, you want to be able to feel that warm energy forming in the palms of your hands. And then return your right palm in front of your chest. Your left hand onto the back of your right. Breathe in. Slowly turn to your left as you breathe out. We're going to go into the pose of men. Take a deep inhalation. And as you exhale, let your left hand, your left arm go straight back. Put your right palm on your chest. Straighten that left arm all the way back. Turn your body all the way. Keep your arms straight. Turning the body. And then bend your left arm at the elbow, making a right angle. And you're going to squeeze that left arm. Your elbow needs to be high enough so that your hand is slightly over your head. Wrist is straight.
I can't. There are people sitting here.
Now take your time and breathe in. And slowly turn your head and look to the right, look to the front as you exhale. As you breathe in, turn your head and look bring your chin over your chest. On your exhalation, look to your left, look behind you. Breathe in and turn your body back to the front. Slowly inhale. And then exhale your left hand onto the back of your right hand. And breathe in. And slowly turn to your right as you exhale.
And move on.
Got to keep your palms even with your chest. Let your body turn. Now breathe in. And slowly exhale your right arm straight back. Left palm comes and rests lightly against your chest. Breathe in. As you exhale, bend your right arm at the elbow and squeeze for your muscles working. Keep your thumbs in with the rest of your fingers. Your left hand is resting against your chest very lightly. Slowly turn your head to the front, looking towards your left shoulder as you exhale. On your inhalation, turn your head and bring your chin over your chest. On your exhalation, look to your right. Breathe in and turn your whole body back to the front. And as you exhale, bring your right palm in front of your chest, thumbs touching together. And as you inhale, extend your arms up above the head. And as you exhale, you open up into the pose of Self-Ket. Feel the energy surrounding your body. Feel that warm energy in the palms of your hands. So the whole purpose of what we're trying to do is to feel rejuvenation. It's not how far you can stretch, it's not how far you can contort your body. It is feeling the energy by coordinating your breath, your breathing, along with your movement. So we're going to come from here, let your arms come down next to the body. We breathe in. As we exhale, we're going to bend downward. Touch the floor, bend your knees, and take a seat. Put your hands behind you. Support your weight. And we're going to come down onto our backs, into the mummy pose. Spread your feet shoulders width apart. Put your right hand on top of your chest, your left hand on the back of your right. Let your eyes close. Let your upper arms rest comfortably against the floor. And you're breathing in and out slowly through your nose. As you breathe, you feel your abdomen expand with your inhalation. Feel your abdomen contract with your exhalation. And from here, you want to go into a very, very deep state of relaxation. This last and final posture is called the mummy pose. The mummy in ancient Kemet it had many different symbolic representations, and one of them was a person going into a deep state of meditation, going into a deep state of transcendent consciousness, being able to relieve stress, being able to disconnect themselves from the physical world, but at the same time exist in the physical world. So your focus is on your breathing, watching your inhalation, watching your exhalation, and releasing tension from your body. Relaxing your facial muscles, relaxing the muscles in the back of the neck and in your shoulders, relaxing the muscles in your spine, relaxing the muscles in your chest, your arms, your hands, moving all the way down into your hips, releasing any tension that you may feel in your hip joints, releasing your thigh muscles, releasing your knees and your calf muscle between your knee and your ankle, relaxing your ankles all the way down into your toes, with your entire body relaxed and comfortable. Your mind is clear of all external thoughts. You become one with the breath. Hotep.
That was incredible. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It seemed like we wanted to stop you, but clearly your participants really, really felt the harmony that they can get from doing the yoga poses.
Yeah, well, that's the power of the breath. That's the power of Shu.
Right.
You know,
right.
it activates certain parts of your nervous system, the parasympathetic nervous system, that activates your relaxation response, and you know, has a lot of different physiological effects upon your body, and you know, even emotional and psychological effects, cognitive effects upon your mind.
I think I'm too mellow to even ask questions.
Are you too mellow to ask questions?
Well, I guess the first thing that comes to mind is, how long have you been doing this, and what motivated it?
I've been doing it for a long time.
You trying to date yourself, brother?
A little bit over 30 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so I started when I was around, you know, let me see, 1 or 2.
1 or 2, right? So talk to us about what got you to start this.
I mean, actually, when I was around 21 or 20, when I was around 21, I decided I wanted to change my lifestyle, you know, because I was, you know, growing up in, you know, in the projects and, you know, eating the same way that everybody ate, you know, junk food and soul food and all this kind of stuff. And feeling like there was really a need for me to, you know, to change, you know, just to adopt a more healthy lifestyle. So I decided I was going to become a vegetarian. I started fasting and cleansing my body. I started to feel really good. I started working out, like doing, you know, running and different types of calisthenics and stuff, you know. And about a year or 2 after that, I was introduced to yoga, to Kemetic Yoga. And it felt so good. And I could see the potential in it in terms of helping me to create a sense of longevity that it just motivated me to keep doing it, you know. And I looked at it like an investment. Like if you put the time into it while you're younger, when you get older, you won't have the problems that you see everybody else having. Because I saw most of my elders around me, you know, like many people in my family, like by the time they was in their 40s or 50s, they had already passed away.
Wow.
You know, from high blood pressure and all kind of different things, you know. So I decided I didn't want to go down that path.
Right.
And so, you know, it's really as simple as that. It's just a choice. It's like the red pill or the blue pill. Which one you going to take, you know?
So it's a practice of really maintaining life, really, more than anything else. Yeah,
absolutely.
Definitely. So who introduced you to Kemetic Yoga?
Yeah.
Well, my teacher in Chicago, his name was Dr. Azar Hapi.
Right.
And that's who I started with.
Right.
And when I started studying with him, we were doing yoga, but we had an understanding that the ancient Egyptians or the Kemetic people that they practiced yoga, but we didn't have like the evidence.
Right.
And so when the Tutankhamun exhibit came to Chicago, I think that was the first time it had actually went on tour around the world. And so we saw the chair, which was there was a chair that was part of his exhibit, and it had this pose on it, the pose of immortality. And so after looking at and I was a student of Dr. Jacob Carruthers at the Center for Inner City Studies then. I was working on my master's degree then. And I was taking courses in Medu Neture. And so when we read the glyphs and we read what the symbols were, we was able to see that this was talking about yoga.
Right.
You know, and we analyzed the posture, and we started to do the posture and experiment with it. And that's how I would say that Kemetic Yoga, the way it's being practiced now, was sort of rediscovered.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So what is the clear difference between Kemetic Yoga and other types of yoga?
Well, Kemetic Yoga is just referring to the yoga that comes from, you know, ancient Egypt. All yoga is yoga, but what sort of differentiates it is that there are certain unique postures and practices that we feel that the ancients did. And some of these postures are like the pose of immortality, the pose of men, the pose of Asar, the pose of Ma'at, you know, the pose of Aset, the pose of yeah, you know, all of these different poses and postures that you see many times the various divinities are performing. And so when we look at the divinities, we know that the divinities are actually representations of different aspects of the whole.
That's right.
And so we connect them together. We flow from one posture into the next. And so, so what you were seeing earlier, like you might see us doing the pose of Asar,
Right.
and then it morphs into the pose of men.
Yes, I noticed that.
Yes.
Yeah, Manu is for the warrior principle, correct?
Well,
Or-
you could describe him in many different ways, but certainly you could talk about him being sexual vitality.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there was a, I call the pose of men ancient Kemetic Viagra.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's
And
right.
the only reason I say that is because when you look at traditional Chinese medicine, they were able to get the knowledge about the meridians, the energy channels through which energy flows. It came from Kemet and went into other parts of the world.
Right.
And so when you read their text, they have a meridian that flows to the arm. A meridian is an energy channel.
Right.
Flows to the arm and corresponds to the heart. It's called the P meridian. Correspond to the pericardium of the heart. And so we know that when you do that particular pose, that it opens up that heart chakra. And by opening up the heart chakra, it stimulates blood circulation. And blood circulation is associated with vitality and virility from a sexual perspective, but also from just a total health perspective, because you need good blood circulation for everything that you do. You
Right.
know. But in particular, the ancients, they had certain hymns and certain things that they would say while they would perform that particular pose when they were doing it for the sake of trying to increase their virility and vitality.
Right. Right.
And that's important because people need to be totally functional in all aspects of their life.
Right. Right. And as opposed to trying to medicate everything.
Yes.
If you actually are in tune with the way that your body works and the order that exists in the entire universe, it is also existing in your body, you're able to do incredible things.
Right.
Wow. Wonderful.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Wow. Well, we know that our audience has a few questions
Yes.
and that we should definitely, or comments. They look a little too mellow to say anything. So certainly we should see if we can get our audience to talk a little bit.
My name is Naima Jindai Ma'akua Miller. I am 9 years old and in the 4th grade. And today we had African diaspora and we learned about hieroglyphics and
Wow.
how they were used. And my teacher read us a story called the Egyptian Cinderella story, and it was about how a girl named I can't remember her name, but she was taken from Europe and brought to Egypt, and she looked nothing like the others. And then there was this ball, and she sung very well, so the owner had given her some clothes and golden slippers. And one day when she was singing in the forest, an eagle came and took one of her slippers and dropped it in the prince's lap. So the prince went looking for the young lady who would fit the slipper.
Wow. Wow, you must be a very good student too. I know you must be a good student. That was how interested you are, and with such a powerful name. Wow, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm so glad that. How did you feel? We have lots of images of you. When you see the show, you'll definitely see all the images that we have of you doing Kemetic Yoga. How did you feel about what you did?
I felt like I was free and I could really relax myself and try to think of good things and not bad things.
Wow. Wonderful. I know he's enjoying it. Look at the smile. You see the smile on his face? He's like, yes! Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And thanks to Mom for bringing you, too. Thank you. Thank you so much. We're going to give you energy, yes. Give you energy. I think we have another question, correct?
I just want to say good evening. My name is Dr. Latoya Sharice Connor,
Wonderful.
and I'm a pediatric psychologist.
Really?
And a student of the universe. And I'm just so grateful to have experienced Kemetic Yoga with such a talented spirit Thank you so much for sharing your gift. I've been trying to connect with you for several years, also being a native Chicagoan. So I am just grateful that you popped up on my Facebook 2 nights ago. And so I just feel really invigorated. I want to just ask you about how I might be able to incorporate Kemetic Yoga principles and teaching and energy and the therapeutic work with children and families toward the healing.
Yes, well, that's a very good question, and
Something that you focus on a lot. Knowing you well, I know that you've done a lot of work with young people.
well, I specialize working with children, and I think I started working with children in 1979, teaching them yoga.
Wow.
And it's definitely something that's very therapeutic for children. I call it ISR, internal self-regulation, and so, as you know, the practices that we do, they stimulate certain physiological functions, within the body. So they stimulate the relaxation response. They stimulate, that's like the young lady was, our young sister Ma'at was saying about she felt good and she had good thoughts, because that feeling that she had and those thoughts that she had, they have a biochemical correspondence that correspond with those things. And so those practices are designed to stimulate those things within the body that are going to make a person feel good, have a greater sense of well-being, and have a greater sense of relaxation, and allow their body itself to start to heal itself. And so just doing these practices and incorporating them, that's what I do. I'm in addition to teaching yoga, I'm also a social worker, and so I've worked with a variety of different populations, from substance abusers to children that's been abused and neglected with PTSD, it's definitely something that you can incorporate. And so just incorporating basic breathing, some basic postures, depending on the age of the children. We play a game with them, like I call it the snake, the turtle, and the camel. And so the different postures that we do, we just give it the names of animals, and then we have them pretend like they're being that animal, and there's a whole story that goes along with it, So I can share some of that with you.
Beautiful.
Thank you. I look forward to learning more.
Okay, thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful. We want to really thank you. Thank you so much. And we just want to really thank you for coming.
Yes.
And sharing so much with our audience and the folks at home today. We know we're going to have you back.
Yeah.
We'll bring you back from Chicago, right?
Yeah, well, it's been my pleasure to be here. It's like New York is one of my favorite places,
Right.
That's our sister city with
That's
Chicago.
right. That's right. That's right.
But this is so different for us because, when we hung out in Egypt, we were clowning around.
Oh, boy. We have been to Egypt many times with
Yeah.
Brother Yirser, and it's been an experience. It's really been an experience.
That's for another episode.
Yes, that's another episode. That's the after-hour show.
Well, that'd be the comedy show.
Oh, my goodness.
Definitely thank you for being here. And thank you to our studio audience for participating and having such great energy and such great questions and comments. And for our viewers at home, hopefully you were practicing with us and you were involved and you feel invigorated. That was the real purpose of this show, to try and get you to move the energy within yourself. Please realize that Kemetic Legacy Today airs every Saturday at 12. You can get in touch with us by emailing us at info@centerformaat.com. You can view previous episodes at www.kemeticlegacy.com. And we're also on Facebook, so please become a fan, or at least let us know that you like what you see. Give us some feedback and let us know if there's anything you'd like to see on our show. So with that, I'd like to say Anku Jasaneb, life, strength, and health.
And as we always say, the divine force in us greets the divine force in you. Hotep.
Thank you.